Second and 11. Now he's flushed out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Set. 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53.
Mike. X3. 218. Chopper. Shoot.
Slam.
Hey, Sam off. Big grip.
First down, here's the run with Cook. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yes.
Cut. 53's the Mike.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
6-6. Pull it high.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bandit. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
80 weapon.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Check 13. Check 13.
53.
Hey.
53. Check 53. I hope you run.
Hey, orbit. And ready.
Back to throw. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the double.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
You better be ready. Yep. Don't be scared of it. Now.
Back to the ground, Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Rock it.
Wide. Get wide.
Check. Go out.
Now a run with Cook. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
32-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check it back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Look at me. Score. Score. Bang, 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 bang. Score.
A toss to Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They run. It's Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First down, New England.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. 3. Switch. 11-3.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The best offensive lines I know, they hang together and they don't really make a distinction. The right side of this offensive line, they may ask for a raise after that one because without them, that first down doesn't happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The outlaw.
53's mine.
Blue draw corker.
Watch the twins. Tight dog, tight dog.
Hard.
3, check 3.
Nice.
On second down now. It's Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Here we go. 36.
Leo. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. McQueen, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks a defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now.
On first down, it's Cook, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Hatchet.
Ready.
Now Cook, and an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Greystone, travel.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Now.
A first down carry for Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check.
Look, squeeze. Come.
2nd and 13. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Saints, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready, set.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You ready? Check 99. Check 99.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Looks good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Collins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They run, Cook, and he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go out. Get it.
Cook on the toss left. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready? 60 or.
And here we go. Watch the pass.
Look at me. Door.
Check. Lucky.
Fine.
Slam.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch twist. Check.
22-jet bomber.
Watch it, you find. Hey, get in the weight room.
Shoot.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Look at me, zipper.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
Clear. Hey, Delta.
Right there in the middle.
Ready to go.
Second and 14. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
53, Mike.
Go!
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. We got it. He's coming. We got double up.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. We'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Rush in. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go.
They run it again with Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Ready.
Mike 55. Ricky.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
61, matchbox lights. Go.
Cook following the penalty. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Second and 9 now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
They stopped him in his tracks. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 20. Yard line.
Let's go!
They're on 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Here's Pope. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 10 Lobo.
53. We ain't giving up nothing to check.
Fair.
Check 43.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brooks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Patriots 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Cook able to escape. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play there out of Cook. 52 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Shreds the tackle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
What we got? 49, check 49. X3, 218, chopper, snap.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check.
Hey, lock it.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
55, 55.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down. Here's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson now throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Set, 8-3. Number 53, Mike 53. And let's get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed